Excuse me, do you speak Spanish?
Just
Hola?
English.
Solo English. Okay, in English. Okay, I can try. No, the thing is, I just look at you over there and I thought, I hope this girl doesn't have a boring personality because I love her style. What's your name?
Maria.
You're gonna be the first person that I talk in Ukraine.
Really?
Yeah, it's my first day here. I mean, I'm planning to live here for long, but I just arrived.
Oh.
I'm gonna
Nice
say
to
hello.
meet
What's your name again?
Maria.
Maria. Okay, what's the way to say hello in these countries? I mean, because
Привет.
I mean, no. I mean, you give the hand or you give 2 kisses when you say hello.
Kisses?
Yeah. I mean,
It's not our tradition. It's maybe Spanish tradition.
yeah. Well, the first thing to discuss is that at the beginning, while I talk, she looks everywhere, you know, and this has happened to me sometimes. The girl doesn't assimilate what is happening and she thinks, like, is there a hidden camera here? Are you making a bet with your friends? If she asks you something like that, all you have to do is exaggerate it with humor, you know? If she asks me, is this a bet you have made with your friends? I could say, yes, you got me. I bet with my friend that if you ask me for my telephone, she invites me to the VIP zone of the nightclub tonight. This is a good way to approach it, okay? You say that the bet is with your girlfriend, which includes pre-selection, that they will put you in a VIP zone, which includes social value, and you also declare that the game is with a girlfriend, not with a guy friend. But in any case, this is only a joke to make her more relaxed, you know? But the words always have a weight, so no doubt that this is much better than saying, I bet with my friends that if I make you kiss me, they give me 550 euro.
Oh, yeah.
So you guess that I'm from Spain? Is it like on my face?
Yeah, you are looking like a Spaniard.
I'm really looking like a Spanish. You look like a little bit like Polish.
No.
I come from...
Don't call me Polish, please, because I hate Polish people.
Oh, there is kind of rivalize between Polish and Ukraine?
No, everything's okay. It's just my personal attitude towards Polish people.
I come from Poland and people is really nice. I mean, it's friendly over there. I just...
Just my subjective
But
attitude.
okay. Let me ask you that, Maria.
Yes, okay.
Have you been there in Poland?
Yes,
Ah, okay.
I've been there.
I've been in Krakow, just Krakow. I like it, you know. I can see people is friendly. I don't know. Okay, there is a conflict of opinion between us here, and I just say something like my sincere opinion, and she tells me, don't call me Polish because I hate Polish people. Okay, that's her opinion, and of course I'm not going to agree with her because I want to have sex with her or something, you know, no matter how attractive she is. And please, respect that rule. I tell you one thing, girls love people who are congruent with themselves, so I'm not going to lie and agree. What I do is to make clear that I respect their opinion, but I have my own opinion about that I have been in Poland and I think differently, okay? In fact, it didn't take me too much to realize that I prefer much more the Polish girls than the Ukrainian girls. Feel free to write me if you are curious about this. And well, the next thing to do in these cases is to change the subject, you know, so fast. Because if you keep talking about this, it will lead to a bigger conflict, bigger and bigger, and on the conversation, and each one will end up going on their own direction, you know. And here I also want to give you another piece of advice. If you are one of those who openly think or are planning to include this in your personality, you will find sometimes very sensitive girls who really get angry about your opinion, okay? But my advice is always going to be that if your opinion is what you really think, do not let them censor you or play you fucking games to make you feel that you are wrong, okay? No matter if the whole group is against you. If it's what you really think, make it clear that you respect their opinions, but you have your own opinion about it. And if they attack you trying to change your mind about it, simply change the topic, get up and start talking to other groups, okay? Or do something else. Don't keep arguing because this will generate more and more conflict and it's not necessary, you know? And you have to be congruent with yourself. And in these cases, we always can find some asshole girl who says, this guy is an asshole, blah, 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 blah. Well, you cannot pretend that everyone likes you in this world, you know? If you want to stand out as a person, there will be always people who don't like you. It's a fact, okay? And you know what is the funniest thing? Even if a girl is talking bullshit about me, if you know how to apply the balance correctly and show her that you are charming and a great guy in other ways, maybe you end up finding attraction on the other hand and having something between the two of you. This has happened to me before. And girls who look at me as an asshole at the beginning, like the classic playboy without feelings, you know, but then they talk to me and they told me, oh, I thought you were different and I had a different impression about you, and we ended up having sex. So do not be afraid of their criticism. You would be surprised of how much this can play in your benefit. But with this, I'm not encouraging you to be an asshole, you know. The only thing I encourage you is to express yourself freely, without fear of what others will say or what others will think about you.
What are you going to do in Kiev?
I'm just working. I work on IT, computers. Okay.
IT.
Yeah, I got a project on in internet, so I
It's
just.
very profitable sphere. It's a very nice field.
Is it?
Making money.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, the good thing is that if you work in that kind of things, but you come to cheap countries like Ukraine, then you are gonna have more advantage on that, for sure. Yeah. Super Maria, you got the most common.
Your cam is on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, here she noticed the camera and I couldn't continue, but I would like to highlight something else. Depending on the culture, you can find girls who ask you openly for how much money you earn, or who expect you to always invite them to everything when you are in a date, you know? And you know, I never paid for anyone's company because I don't need it. And this is something I always say to the girls, you know, it's very, very good sentence. I never invite them to more than a beer or an ice cream in the first date. And I always arc my behavior by saying, I value very much the people that are part of my life, and when they are special for me, I have no problem inviting them to wherever I want, you know. But if I invite a girl in a first date to everything that she wants, I would feel that like I'm paying for her company. So I think I don't know her enough to invite her to everything. This used to work quite well in Spain, however you will have to deal with this in different ways depending on where you are, of course. This particular girl asked me that not because she was interested in my money, it's because she comes from a rich family and she was interested that I also had my own income, that I'm not like a playboy looking for rich women, you know? And she was wondering that because there are many women in Ukraine looking for that in foreigners. In Colombia, I had the same conflict. I traveled all over the country to find some of the most beautiful girls that I ever saw in my life. But when I did day game, many of them asked me directly what I was going to invite them to before we meet up, you know? It was as if I had to win the appointment by using my money all the time, and this made me somewhat angry, you know? But I was simply focusing things in the bad way. As the day passed, I discovered private universities where the girls come from rich families, and I stopped having that problem. My advice to proceed with this is that if you have no problem inviting a girl, if it doesn't harm your integrity, keep doing it. I'm not the one to judge your actions, but if you don't feel comfortable with the idea of inviting her to everything, then don't do it, okay? Look for people with good economic level. The most important thing in the end is being true to yourself and not to what others say or think. About how to flirt with that kind of women who are looking for your money, the gold diggers, I think they call it the gold diggers, to take them to bed and having sex without inviting them to anything, well, I don't have content about these girls since I always look for a real interest in the part from the girl, you know, but I have a couple of friends who like to do that, and we could add content on about this topic in the future. So if you have an interest in the subject, just leave a comment in the class.